Just for the record, there's not one person in this group that I would have chosen for this type of mission. You're all too reckless.
So this is an amazing story. Talk about your connection to the story.
Well, I was born and raised in Israel, and surprisingly did not know about this resort that was used as a cover for smuggling the Ethiopian Jews to Israel. And I knew, of course, about the Ethiopian courage, about leaving their homes, about the yearning to come to Jerusalem, the sacrifices that they've made. I heard about the bigger aerial lifts later in the 80s. But this story was just declassified a few years ago, and I am so happy that I had the privilege to tell that story. I went to Israel when I heard about it, and I met with many of the Ethiopians who've made this courageous journey, and met with the agents who helped them and who built this hotel. And I just had to drop everything and write this.
What were their personalities meeting them?
It was very humbling. They're very modest,
Yeah.
The agents themselves. You know, these are people who are used to doing amazing things, saving many lives, and yet not used to talking about it. So just the fact that I wanted to turn it into a movie was like a bit uncomfortable for them, because they were like, are we allowed? Are we not allowed? They had to go back to the office all the time to ask if they're allowed. And meeting the Ethiopians was a really life-changing experience for me, because you meet people who really have given everything up to come to Israel. And I was humbled by their experiences. Some of them lost loved ones and still really wanted to come to Israel. And the two groups, I mean, the Ethiopians and the Mossad agents, are still in touch today. They're still, they're still in each other's lives. So it was really beautiful to watch.
That is so moving. How do you feel like their faith really helped them through the whole process?
Faith was a huge thing for the Ethiopians. These are people who, it's a tribe, the Beta Israel tribe, who Israel knew little about, and they didn't even know that Israel existed. So for the longest time, they have maintained the Jewish tradition since biblical times, probably closest to the way it was in biblical times, with this yearning of arriving in Jerusalem one day. So faith was a huge thing in why they wanted to do this.
Yeah. I loved Chris Evans' character because he was really willing to do whatever it took to, even in the beginning, he's sacrificing himself to go get the little boy who's in harm's way. Can you talk about that character?
Well, Chris's character is based on the commanders of this operation. He's kind of an amalgamation of two of them. But all of the characters have put their lives on hold and went to a dangerous place to run a fake hotel in order to help their brothers. And that's what the movie really is about. The movie's about how the world can be a better place when we realize that we're all the same, and that we need to help each other, and that we need to lift each other. And the community leaders, the Ethiopian community leaders who helped their community together with the Mossad agents, have proved that we can be better.
I love it. It's a beautiful message. This cast is a great cast. How was the cast working with them?
Amazing. A great privilege to work with this cast. All of them. I mean, from Chris, of course, he's such a hard worker, so dedicated. He did so much research and gave his all. Michael K. Williams was the character from beginning to end. Never broke character. We had amazing Ethiopian actors as well, Israeli-Ethiopian, Aviva Negosa and Yossi Vasa and Revital Eyov. Marky Vanir, who plays the head of the Mossad, is an Israeli actor who actually was in one of those aerial lifts. So he was really touched by that last scene that we shot. He had to keep wiping tears off his face. Everybody, we had a lot of fun on set because we recreated this hotel. We were in Namibia. We were in all these exotic places. And yet there was this, feeling that we're doing something important.
We will leave no one behind.
We're all just refugees, aren't we?